but they still have sexual needs and desires. There's people that don't want to be a part of the hookup culture.
Bro, every day we stray further from God. All right, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well today. I ain't doing too bad myself. Today we're looking at a pretty interesting situation, y'all. So apparently there's been multiple teachers. It's not just one. I know you saw the title and it said teacher, but it's teachers that are getting fired from their job because they did OnlyFans. To be honest, I was going to say I never thought we'd get to this point, but at the same time, I'm not really that surprised. Imagine just going to class as like a 16, 17-year-old high school student, and you go home, you do your thing, you go on OnlyFans, and you see your teacher. It's like, Miss Wilson, what is this? If you want me to keep it all the way real with y'all, I think OnlyFans is corny as hell. Well, not corny. I think there's a lot of people making a lot of money on it, doing a lot of different things, you know. I feel like the women who sell their nudes on there are like, I don't think the result is good. Obviously, they're making a life for themselves and they're making a lot of money. That's good for them, right? But the result is influencing a bunch of men to start thinking that this is how sexual experiences should go. Because keep in mind, it's a little bit more personal than just watching porn. You know what I'm saying? You have a girl messaging you while you're doing this. She's taking selfies rather than having a whole cameraman film them getting like screwed. You know what I'm saying? And obviously it's not the OnlyFans girl's fault, right? I get that the men are going to eventually, you know, find their way to it, regardless of if you're the one providing it or not. But I still think both parties should be to blame for it, though. And obviously, the men are the first to blame, right? And then the OnlyFans girls are the second. I'm not trying to say it's equal. Obviously, it's the men's fault for the most part. But I'm not trying to go on an OnlyFans tangent, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about teachers with OnlyFans today. I want to give a big shout out to Meadow. Appreciate you supporting the channel. And if y'all want to shout out, go comment on my Instagram. Comment holy shit on my recent post. That's all you got to do.
The economy tonight and gas prices now at an all-time high in this country.
Inflation is taking a big bite out of Americans' everyday budgets.
People are also paying more for food, clothing, and furniture.
With inflation hitting records, some workers are taking up 2 or more jobs to make ends meet. Some are selling and posting their photos and videos on online platforms as a way to supplement their income. But now, there's a recent and concerning trend. They're losing their day jobs because they do sex work on the side.
I'm not against anybody that needs to, find other ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? I will say there are like downsides to it and there are consequences to it. Like say if somebody wants to start moving dope or if a girl wants to start selling her nudes on OnlyFans. Like I understand it, right? And I don't think it's necessarily the best route to go, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? Do I advocate for it? Nah, but I'm not going to sit here and judge, right? Because it's not my life. I don't know shit they went through. I don't know their experience, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be the person that tells them, don't do that. Like, bro, that's not me. But if losing your day job comes as a surprise to a girl who is doing OnlyFans, really? You didn't expect that to happen? You're posting your pussy on the internet. Of course they're gonna cut you. You're representing their company. So how do you think they're gonna feel once they discover that one of the people representing their company as an employee is doing that stuff? They're not gonna keep you. And I know we're on the topic of, OnlyFans and day jobs, like, say a restaurant worker or somebody working at a clothes store. But it's about to transition into how a teacher lost her job. Bro, a school is not going to keep you. That's just common sense. You're in front of kids every single day. Like, what are you talking about?
In 2020, a 24-year-old car mechanic lost her job with an Indiana Honda dealership after her bosses found out that her colleagues were allegedly watching her OnlyFans content at work. And recently, a 22-year-old OnlyFans content creator posted a TikTok saying she lost her nursing job after her colleagues allegedly watched her OnlyFans content, also at work.
Like, why are you letting me go? And she said, it came to my attention of what your main income is and what you do online and how you're this big social media person.
Why are you surprised? Bro, okay, listen, there's gonna be people out there that are like, why do they fire them? Why can't they just accept the fact that they're posting their body and their pussy on the internet? It's like, yo, holy shit, are we not thinking, bro? Y'all clearly don't know what professionalism is. And for the people who are like, fuck professionalism, I wanna do my thing, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not saying you're wrong for thinking that, right? But professionalism is always going to exist. You can't just take it out of a corporate society. You know what I'm saying? It's just impossible. You have so many companies, pretty much every major company that practices professionalism. You can't just eliminate that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a dumb argument, especially as a nurse. Come on, baby, we gotta think a little bit more.
Sarah Jaree, a former 5th grade teacher, is yet another example of this trend. For more than 5 years, Jaree taught 5th graders about science, tech, engineering, and math, earning a modest $55,000 a year. As a single mother of twins, she had a hard time making ends meet. In the spring, one of Jaree's friends said she had earned $10,000 in a single month after launching an OnlyFans account. Jaree said it felt like a viable way to make money and stop living paycheck to paycheck. So, in early June, Jaree's OnlyFans account went live.
See, how I feel about desperate women making OnlyFans, because, you know, there's actual people who really enjoy the sex work and stuff like that, and I don't know a thing about that. I don't want to break that down because I just feel like I'm not the person to, but I want to talk about desperate women wanting to start OnlyFans. And it's just interesting because it's almost like you're just selling. You're just selling. You're like, all right, I can't think of any other ways to make money, so I'm going to pick the easiest route I can possibly take. And that's just making that. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's just, that's the level you're going to put yourself at. I mean, people look at OnlyFans girls a certain way. And that's an uncomfortable truth, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to hate, as I said earlier, but that is just how the world looks at it. We look at y'all a certain way. And I'm not the type of person to judge, right? But you make your own choices.
Hey, Sarah.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm great. How are you?
Why don't you tell me a little bit about your OnlyFans?
Because I am single, mostly just like I started, consisted with nude photos. I do a few kind of self-pleasure videos, some sexting with people. There are people on my page that have been widowed and they're not ready to date, but they still have sexual needs and desires. There's people that don't want to be a part of the hookup culture.
Bruh, every day we stray further from God. And I'm not even like a crazy Jesus freaker or nothing like that, but some dudes don't want to be in hookup culture, so they should buy my nudes instead. You think that's going to solve their sex addiction? Okay.
Well, and it kind of sounds like what you do on OnlyFans is pretty similar to, you know, what single people do on dating apps.
That's the part to me that seems even more interesting. What people are picking and choosing as being considered acceptable. Nobody pried into what I was doing on Bumble or Hinge or Tinder.
Not long after Jaree's account went live, a blog that claims to uncover corruption from a conservative point of view wrote several entries about her and claimed that she moonlighted as a porn star.
Yeah, that is what's going on. Bro, did you not just hear her say she fucking pleasures herself on video? That is exactly what porn stars do. Bro, what's going on with the world? We have 5th grade teachers doing OnlyFans and then being confused as to why they got fired when they figured out that she had it. And now she's saying it has nothing to do with it, or it's not related to being a porn star. Bro, that's exactly what it is. It's almost identical. But that isn't the only teacher that had trouble. This next one we're looking at decided to film her content in class. So she got fired, and this is what she had to say.
Arizona is currently ranked 50th state as lowest paid teacher salary. I created a content at the beginning of the summer in order to earn extra money on the side to help pay for our basic necessities that our salaries were no longer meeting. I chose an anonymous name as well as blocking the entire state of Arizona on my OnlyFans so that it wasn't accessible to anyone living in the state. It was brought to my attention on October 24th that a community member had expressed concerns to the police and my school regarding video content. At this time, I was placed on paid administrative leave and probation pending investigation. 2 days later, I had asked that an individual that was assigned to my case be removed because they had created a hostile work environment between me and other coworkers for several years during my employment. I did not feel safe with them knowing this information, and I felt that they would spread it in retaliation for their own personal vendetta. On October 31st, I decided to resign from Lake Havasu Unified School District under pressure. However, I was not fired. The superintendent assured me that only her, the individual that was removed from my case, and my own family were aware of the situation and content, and told me that if I had resigned before the board meeting on Monday, October 31st, the school would not publicize what was going on. On November 2nd, my husband was put on paid administrative leave because faculty reported pictures.
Okay, so she's just talking about the situation. I'm going to get to the point because she's just running this whole down all the way. She's probably going to give in her dumbass little opinion. And I get it. It's her opinion. I should respect it. But it's just wrong, bro. It's so unbelievably wrong. So her and her boyfriend decided to film OnlyFans content in the classroom. She was over here getting fucked in the class by her husband, which that husband could never be me. Letting your girlfriend or your wife do OnlyFans? Bro, come on, dog. You gotta treat yourself better than that. But the students found this content. It wasn't the teachers. I know she tried to make it seem in the beginning like it was the teachers. She was like, oh, I was scared of this teacher spreading around. She didn't get to the point. The students found it. And listen, I don't want this video to come off as, oh, I don't give a fuck if you were struggling. You shouldn't have done OnlyFans. Like, I get it, bro. I understand your thought process. You felt like you had no other option. But there are so many options in this world to make money, bro. You don't realize that we're living in the Matrix type shit. My mom's a full-time teacher as well, in a state where teachers don't get paid a lot. She had to go work at the YMCA one summer because, you know, she did what she had to do without sacrificing her dignity as a woman. You know what I'm saying? And people are going to say, posting your body on OnlyFans and going nude on OnlyFans for the whole internet to see, sacrificing your dignity as a woman? Bro, we're really at a point where we're questioning that? You think any dude is gonna want to wife a girl that has an OnlyFans? I mean, obviously people like him, right? The husband. But you'll settle for people like him. Respectfully, I doubt that he carries himself that well if he's letting that happen. That's just my opinion, y'all. I'm not trying to force nothing on anybody. That's just how I feel about the situation. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to like it. And if you want to see more content of mine in the future, feel free to subscribe. I'm not here to force you though. I'm not trying to be that type. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I said that already. Bye.